Oh, YouTube, which is really good. My name is Invivid Color, coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is going to be your week 2 battle for season 4 of the APA. We're doing Little Cup battles this season, and it has been dope so far. We're 1 week in, but we're 1-0, so that's why it's been dope. This week we're going against Elite Four Dan, coach of the Chelsea Shellders, and Dan's team is nuts, to say the least, mostly because he has access to 2 Shell Smash mons, so I'm really just hoping that I don't get absolutely destroyed by a Shell Smash setup sweeper. I'm trying to sort of prep against it. I'll go over the team a little bit in team select screen. Let me go ahead and nope, not here. There we go. The other one is so you can see the bottom screen. Okay, so we see the Shelder, which I expected, the Dweeble, which I expected, the Cottony. So this is the exact team I predicted. So Shelder and Dweeble, I don't actually know what it's called, both have the potential to be Shell Smash sweepers, which is terrifying. The Natu, I'm pretty sure, still gets magic bounce. Like, Natu is actually pretty scary. I didn't think it was that good in this format until I started looking up calcs, and it can be offensive, which kind of takes me by surprise. Yeah, it still gets magic bounce. So let me go ahead and get a set for this Blitzel before I forget, because Blitzel is not one of the, I just like having base sets when running calcs so that I can sort of just like quickly gauge damage when I need to. And Blitzel is one of those Pokemon that is not played in the current Little Cup tier, so there's not a set in, so I have to import one from X and Y. Okay, I think I'm gonna lead off Spinnerack. That's been my plan this whole time. The idea is that I want him to feel like he has to switch out into his Natu, depending on what he leads. I want him to feel like he has to switch out into his Natu, but this could backfire if he just leads a Shell Smash sweeper and proceeds to Shell Smash. I have a lot of priority this week on my team though, so I could be good in that regard. If he leads the Dwebble or the Cloyster though, or not the Cloyster, the Shelder, I feel pretty not at ease. I'm kind of hoping that he leads the Cottony Smash 2.0. Well, nope. We're leading a Rock Smasher or a Shell Smasher right away. So can he go for Shell Smash this turn? That's the question. I have to switch out almost immediately, which is upsetting. So let me only show my sets. So I'm leading with Spinnerack. Let's assume he's a hazard set. Let's just assume he's a hazard set. We would still probably die to the Rock Blast. So I'm gonna have to go out here into Pancham. I should have just let off with Pancham probably. If he goes for Rock Smash on turn 1, it's gonna be really good. But at the same time, he doesn't have, unless this thing gets Aerial Ace, which I'm not sure of. I don't think he has anything that can hit Pancham for super effective damage. It would be really surprising to me if this little rock bug got Aerial Ace. I don't believe. It does. Well, there you go. Everything gets Aerial Ace. That doesn't make any sense. Makes actually 0 sense. If he goes for Shell Smash turn 1, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. That's for sure. If he goes for Shell Smash turn 1. Okay. All right. This is fine. This is why I had to switch out. So this will do actual nothing. Hit 2 times. So like I said, this will do actual nothing. And still based on that damage, let's see. Let's go to my Pancham and see. So it looks like Rock Blast would do 13 to 26%. Let me put it on 2 hits because that's what we got hit by. 1 and 1. Is that what we got hit with? Yeah, 1 and 1. 1, 1, 1. So this thing has some attack investment, or I guess it doesn't have to have any, because it would do 1 no matter what. I can go for Parting Shot here. I can go for Drain Punch, or I can go for Knockoff. I feel like Knockoff is the safest play. Drain Punch nugs this thing. Knockoff, I feel like, has to be the safest play. So let's do that. Let's go for the knock. See where that gets us. Okay, so this is a hazard set. Good to know. This is a hazard set. So we're going to knock this thing's item off and see what it was. Could have been a Berry Juice, potentially, because this thing has Sturdy. Was that a crit? No. This thing is not bulky even a little bit. I can go for a Drain Punch here and take this thing out. He can set up spikes. Yeah, okay, so he's just trying to get hazards up, which is fine because I have a pretty good Rapid Spinner here in Kabuto. So we'll be able to get rid of this thing, get it out of here. He has rocks and spikes up, which I need to be sort of cognizant of. I probably shouldn't switch back out into, let's see, what do I have that's weak to rocks? So Drifloon, a lot of my team is weak to rocks, so I need to get the Kabuto in here spinning pretty quick. What can I spin on his team? I didn't take a picture of his team, which is something I normally do. I guess I can't really spin on too much, actually. I probably could have spun on this thing. I guess there was a reason to... There's probably like a good reason to just parting shot here. Just parting shot out into Kabuto so that I could spin away rocks and force this thing out. I really hope that doesn't come back to cost me. Okay, see, this seems fine. This seems fine. Also, I've ran calcs on this thing and I'm pretty sure we're good here. Let's go ahead and I guess let's like check it real quick, but I'm pretty sure we're fine. What's this thing called? Natu. I was talking about it earlier. So if he's offensive, Psychic has a chance to take me out, but knockoff is a clean Oko. And I also don't really need Pancham anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for the knock, assuming I'm just gonna go for the knock. Oh, he just U-turns. That makes sense. He was probably U-turning to get initiative there, but this thing, like at base, has a well, it's a pretty high chance to Oko, I guess. So I probably should have been a little bit more cautious with my plays. I'm also super okay with this thing because I have the what do we get? Oh, so this thing is a Z Crystal, probably Z Memento. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Gunk Shot. I don't know if he'll Z Memento right now. I don't think that would make a ton of sense. I'm assuming he's just gonna go for an attack, but we live attacks from this thing, I'm pretty sure. Because we're a bulky boy. Yeah, so we comfortably live a D-Gleam or a Giga Drain. D-Gleam does the most to us. It does like 52 to 60%. As long as these calcs are correct. I need to take a picture of his team still. I guess I could just write it down at this point. It's been too long. It's been so long. We know he has Cottony. This is not something I could spin on. What can I spin on? Because I need to spin before... Because one of my late game sweeper options is Magby. Magby, like Belly Drum. He just withdraws. Okay. Eventually something will stick. What is Rico? Okay, this thing? That makes sense. Okay, so it is Intimidate. So it's going to be like a bulkier set. It's going to be a bulkier set. Just scouting for the Gunk Shot. It's pretty smart. Good play. Alright, so this thing is a Sandile, and I'm assuming since it's Intimidate, it's probably not Choice Scarf. And yeah, so this thing has bulk, for sure. Let's go ahead and take the Speedies out and just jam them over here to see what this is. Because this Gunk Shot did actual 2 damage. Like, actual nothing. This thing also doesn't need speed to outspeed me, so this thing, it has to be bulky, right? Man, who knows? All right, so this is something I can spin on, so I'm gonna go ahead and click Parting Shot. If he withdraws here into his Natsu, he kind of, well, I guess he doesn't really get me. Not really, because I still end up getting forced out. So the Magic Bounce bounces the Parting Shot back to me, and then I still... Oh, so now does he have to switch out? Oh, that's not how I thought that worked. I thought it bounced the stat drop back to me, and then he had to switch out. That's what I was under the impression of. Or I had to switch out, not he had to switch out. That's interesting. It's an interesting interaction. I thought that, I knew it, the stat drop got bounced back to me. I didn't know sort of the momentum aspect of the move got bounced back to me. To be honest, okay, so the good thing about Shelder is that it doesn't really matter that he sets up a, it doesn't matter if he sets up a Shell Smash. It matters if he sets up 2. If he sets up 2 Shell Smashes, I can't, Shell Smashes. Well, I guess that's not true because I have a bunch of priority. And after 2 Shell Smashes, I'd probably be able to Oko with a couple priority moves. Because I think Magby has Mach Punch, Spinnerack has Shadow Sneak, and something else. So he goes out into this thing. Nice play. I see you. I'm going to click Parting Shot again. Because if he Shell Smashes here, I want to just be able to, like, I want him to outspeed me. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Now I just get to straight up go into Elekid, and it just does not matter, you know what I mean? Like, he can't do anything. Because no matter what, Elekid outspeeds. I didn't need to see, I guess he could be Focus Sash, though, which is something to note. Like, if he's Focus Sash, this is not the best. But I'm going to go out into Socket here and just click Volt Switch. If he switches out into... this sucks because I am going to get some, like, residual damage on me. But if he switches out into Sandile here, it just doesn't matter. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. If he's... because I will outspeed. Like, no matter what, I'll outspeed. He just withdraws. Okay, so if he goes down to the Sandile, that makes the most sense. Yeah, okay, cool. I wish I'd gone for the Signal Beam now. I really, really do. But this will let me get in my Kabuto pretty free. Or actually, I guess it won't let me get in my Kabuto pretty free, will it? I guess I'm going to go out into Atlanta. I can't switch into an Earthquake, realistically. Singing Pursuit? Yeah. That shouldn't kill me, right? He'd have to have a lot of attack for that to kill me. But we have to... now I wish I would have gone out into... I wish I straight up would have gone out. We're getting all this residual damage. It's pretty bad. And Elekid's my only check to Cloyster, or to Shelder, really. I'm going to go for Knock. I'm just going to go for the Knock. Because if he switches back out into the Rico here, or not the Rico, the whatever the Natu is. If he switches back out into the Natu here, it's pretty good for him. I really need a spot where I can get in with my Kabuto and Spin, though. The one thing in Spin, I feel like I have the game kind of locked up because Magby will finish the game pretty cleanly at that point. I would also like to set up my own rocks to break any potential sashes on the Shelder. I should have switched directly out into Kabuto instead of going out into Pancham, realistically. That's what I should have done. Like 157% of the time, that's what I should have done. I think he has to switch here. Like, I don't think he can just stay in and eat a Drain Punch. Yeah, so what are you going out into? That's the real question. Pop it? That's fine. So this thing dies, I think. I'm like pretty sure. It's pretty close. Yeah, so that thing's gone. So now I guess my question is like, my rapid spin options are thinning out. That's like 100% guaranteed. They're thinning out. But this also means that now I can set up rocks. I can go for status moves like pretty cleanly, and it's not a big deal. Let's see. I still want to know what the Sandile set is. I guess we can put Pursuit and then go to Elekid, and then that'll give me a good idea. So the damage would be doubled on Pursuit, right? That's how it works. So it would be 80 damage, and that would do to my Elekid. I had 3 HP left, I believe, after switching in. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Gunk Shot here, just because I know that I can. Like, it's super free, I believe, because I know we live this. And then the Gunk Shot. Oh, come on. It's fine. Everything's just okay. Oh, that's super upsetting, though, because it definitely would have killed. It definitely would have killed. I don't know how good Panda is at this point. Like, I might just have to let it drop. I might just have to let it drop. This thing gets Encore, which is, like, ridiculous. Okay, so he's in with his Cottony. It's an offensive prankster set, I'm sure. Does Giga Drain kill Kabuto? Yeah, it does. 100%. I guess the play here is I don't want to sack off Socket because I need it, and I need to get in and spin at some point. Like, I have to be able to do that. So I'm just gonna click Parting Shot here. I'm pretty sure he just takes me out. That would be, I think, the ideal play here, to just take me out. But this lets me go into my Spinnerack, which again is not the best. I can just go into Spinnerack here. I can click Sticky Webs, but if he has Taunt, he'll outspeed and taunt me. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here, like a lot of residual, which is unfortunate. I just don't have anything I can spin on, but once I set up Sticky Webs, I think I just go for the Poison Jab, right? I'm just gonna go for the Sticky Webs. If he taunts me, he taunts me. He can also have Defog, which is worth noting. I just don't think he can actually deal damage to me without like some like hidden power. I guess like fire or something like that would be reasonable. If he taunts me, and I wasted a turn. Oh, he's gonna Z Memento here, right? Or I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, that makes sense. It's fine. So he'll get to switch out into whatever he wants, which I guess will be the Shelder, would be my guess here. I'll set up Sticky Web, so whatever comes in is going to be slowed. What's your play? Yeah, it like basically has to be this thing, right? So now his speed is slowered. Let's go out in a Shelder. It's definitely just a smash set. So he's gonna smash here. I might as well just stay in and go for the poison jab, trying to get a poison. And then after that, I'll go for the Shadow Sneak. I know it's not gonna do anything, but I might as well just like kind of play off of this while I can. So he still outspeeds. So technically he's at +1 speed right now. Okay, that's fine. This turn I'm gonna go for a Shadow Sneak just to get damage off on this thing. Like I've already set up web, so I've kind of done my bit there. Icicle Spear, that's fine. It's a crit. It doesn't matter. Look how much, like, look how bulky this boy is though. Like really, he's a bulky boy. Okay, so he is at +2 attack, which is worth noting. And he is at -2 defense. So I need something that can come in and outspeed. He's at +2 attack, he's at -2 defense. What about Kabuto? Can Kabuto come in and live a hit? I don't live a Rock Blast because I don't resist. I can Aqua Jet for 15%. Drifloon does, I don't think, anything here. Oh, do I lose this? I might lose here. How much does Mach Punch do? This is upsetting. Yeah, this is an upsetting turn of events. I think I lose because I never found a place to spin. After all this time talking about finding a place to spin, I never did it. So I'm going to switch into Kabuto here. I think we're just dead to Rock Blast. But I think I guess I have to go. I can't do anything other than Aqua Jet, really. Like, I just can't. It doesn't do anything for me. That's not true. I guess if he misses a Rock Blast, I can go for a Rapid Spin, so let's just do that. On the off chance that he misses. Because, do I live this liquidation? I think it's close. No. Alright, I think that's the game. I think that's the game. I think it's the game all wrapped up in a pretty bow. Because everything kills Drifloon for sure. I mean, I can go out into Thermal and click Mach Punch, I guess. But the only way that anything happens is if I get a crit. So, I mean, we're going to do it. We're going to try it. We're going to go into Thermal here. We're going to take our bad beats. And then we're going to click Mach Punch. Like, legitimately, the only way... I mean, because I don't outspeed. Because he is at +1. Yeah, okay. That's game. Actually, if he gets burned here, we stand a chance. Which is weird to say. Like, if he gets burned here, we actually stand a chance. He didn't get burned. Okay, yeah, that's game. Good game. Realistically, I think all that had to happen this game was me to not miss. I'm missing that gunk shot mattered so much. Missing the gunk shot mattered so much. Because that's sort of what gave him his in. I'll click... I don't think it matters. Like, we're just super dead here. I'll click Will-O-Wisp. But we're dead to an ice shot or Icicle Spear. Ice Shard. Didn't have Rock Blast. Good game. I'm upset. I'm super upset. Good game. GG. Gunk shot miss mattered so much. Alright. Good game, Dan. That's really unfortunate because the gunk shot miss really is what sort of like kind of sold it there. Because the Shelder can't set up on the spinner rack if I'm not at -2 attack. It just can't. Because it sets up I poison jab, which does to it something. Let's look. Because it had a reasonable amount of attack. Like the gunk shot miss is what mattered here. Because you just can't set up at that point. Yeah. Because gunk shot does like 60% max, and then shadow sneak would have like a chance to kill after that. Whatever. I mean, it happens. It happens. I'm a little upset because I hate when my losses come on the back of like, it's not hacks, but like just sort of like the odds that are supposed to be in your favor not really shaking out the way you would want them to. Because like I said, I wouldn't call it hacks, and it's nothing that like it's nothing I could have prevented against. I don't know. Other than that, I think that going out into Pancham on the Sandile, when I could have predicted it to Pursuit, then just go out into Kabuto and click Rapid Spin, that was another thing that really sort of sold the game. Like that really put the game in his favor. I should have Rapid Spun earlier because Shelder does nothing against Elekid as long as I have my Scarf intact and I can just switch in. Like, he can't do anything. So, I mean, it happens. This is the game we play. It's just upsetting that that's how it shook out. I guess the other big play is when I switched into Elekid, knowing that if I signal beamed him, I could have like picked him off with a Mach Punch. I probably at that point just should have gone for signal beam. When I was in the Elekid on the Shelder, I probably just should have gone for signal beam. Like, I shouldn't have given him an opportunity to switch in sort of to his Sandile. I should have made the read. I just was thinking like, oh, maybe, you know, he's kind of cocky and doesn't know that Scarfed Elekid. I don't know. There's a few play mistakes here, but really, all the play mistakes aside, I think the thing that matters the most is missing the gunk shot, because that would have given me, one, he wouldn't have been able to Z Memento into anything, so he wouldn't have been able to just get sort of free setup. I don't know. It happens. It's just a little unfort for sure. All right, well, that's it. That's week 2. We're 1-1 now, which isn't where I wanted to be, and I think next week we play Joey PokeaimMD, who's apparently just like one of the better Pokemon players in the game. I've never played against him. I've watched his content before, but he's apparently just really good at this game. So that does not bode well for me. I wish, whatever. All right, I'm done whining about it. It's okay. The game happened. Please don't be mad that I had a little bit of salt at the end. Again, this is like nothing towards Dan. He played great. I'm just like, I get salty when things don't shake out. It's like a statistical advantage in my favor, but then it doesn't break that way just because stats. Anyways, that's the game. Thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute most. My name is Emvee. We are now 1-1. If you enjoyed this battle, please go ahead and click that like button down below. It'll help me get over this crippling defeat. If you're new here, you should probably click that subscribe button because I don't always play this bad. I'm not doing great in leagues so far. Like in PGBL, we're 1-2, and in this now we're 1-1. I swear I normally start off seasons a lot stronger than this, but you know, it's the end of the summer. That's not really an excuse. I don't actually know where I'm going with that. You can talk to me in the comment section down below. I'll try to reply to comments for the first 2 days. I'll even heart your comment if you call me bad. But other than that, guys, I'm kind of done here. I gotta leave. Love you. Bye. So tell me something, anything but nothing.